Now we are going to look at time or schedule project management in our predictive project lifecycle. Similar to the project scope management, time or schedule in our predictive project management, they can be planned and can be predicted. All right. And according to the PMI, which is the Project Management Institute, okay, which is an authoritative organization in our project management professionalism. Okay, it proposed 6 processes in our project time management. The first process is called plan schedule management. As the name of this process implies, this process is meant to develop schedule management plan. And schedule management plan is actually a guidance, okay, a guideline that help project manager and is a project team member to understand what are the procedures, what are the best practice, what are the tools, documentation, and policy, all right, to be used, okay, based on this plan in order to plan, develop, manage, execute, and control our project schedule. And then the second process in this project time management is called define activity. Oh, by the way, where does this activity come from? Do you remember in the previous slide on project scope management, I talk about work breakdown structure. Work breakdown structure can be developed based on work packages. And activities come from work packages. All right. So in this process of defining activity, what we do is we have to write a detailed description of our activities in our project, and then document the specific action to be performed, right? As activity in order to produce our project deliverables. In short, in order to create project deliverables, there should be a series of activities to be performed, right? The accomplishment or the completion of a list of activities will lead to the creation of project deliverables, right? So the third process in this project time management is called sequence activities. After identifying the activities in our project, we need to identify the right order, the right sequence of each activities. In short, what we're trying to do in this process is to identify the relationship, the dependency between activities and among activities. And then in our fourth process, it is called estimate activity duration. So from the activities that we have identified, okay, we want to estimate how much time does each of the activity require in order to be completed. Okay, after we have identified durations for each activity, after we have estimated each activity's duration, then it's time for us to develop the schedule. Okay, schedule is actually our schedule model. And in order to develop a schedule, we need to know what are the activities which come from the second process. And then we also need to know what are the dependency, the relationship between and among activities, right? Which comes from the third process, right? And then in order to complete the last piece, important information in order to develop the schedule is you need to know for each of the activity, what are the durations required to complete each activity. All right. So in short, process 5 is a combination uh, of the output from process 2 plus output from process 3 plus output from process 4. And then lastly, you will come to control schedule. Control schedule, actually, we do this in our controlling and monitoring process group. What we want to control is actually to ensure that the execution of a project or the execution of each of the activities in our project does not exceed its baseline, its schedule baseline.